Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be doing the character review and discussion of the legendary Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, what's important to note is that the Thrawn from the expanded universe, what Disney now calls Legends, and the Thrawn that we have in canon and material such as the Ahsoka series and Star Wars Rebels, they are almost two different characters. There's a lot of crossover, a lot of similarities, but I'm going to try my best to kind of be fair and take all of the portrayals of Thrawn into consideration here. Um, but in general, Thrawn is one of the most competent and dangerous antagonists in all of Star Wars. I mean, this is a dude that goes beyond just being your typical bumbling Imperial officer. This dude is incredibly intelligent. He is incredibly thorough and thoughtful when it comes to analyzing his opponents. His strategy is almost unbeatable because he is always two steps ahead of his opposition. He does not underestimate. He takes the time and effort to learn as much as he can about his opponents. That's one of his greatest strengths because he knows what he's up against at all times. The only few times that Thrawn has been defeated in any way was when it was something completely unexpected that he could not have prepared for, and that does not happen often. Thrawn is kind of the leading figure of the rise or the comeback, you could say, of the Empire after the defeat of Palpatine. Thrawn is the one that steps in and fills that void, leading the remnants of the Imperials to, to basically try to restore the Empire back to glory. Um, his reason for doing so is really to protect his people and to protect against the Grisk, the outside threat of the galaxy that he feels like the Republic cannot come together strong enough to defend themselves against such a powerful invasion coming. So he believes that the Empire united under him can have that type of strength. So his goal isn't just about greed and power and just being evil for the sake of being evil. No, this dude, he knows what he's doing. He's doing what he has to do in the best interest of his people and what he feels is the best interest of the galaxy as a whole. Um, and we do see a bit of that. I think his interactions with the Rebels crew and Rebels is interesting because he learns about them and he tries to kind of, in a way, devalue the Force and the Jedi, and he learns from that. He learns from that to where he becomes exceptionally wary of the Jedi and what they're able to do, and has to further find ways to defeat them. Um, for that reason, there are a little bit of parallels with the original EU Thrawn, which is great because that's everything that they should base Thrawn off of. The novels, Timothy Zahn did a phenomenal job at writing the character, fleshing the character out, and giving him a satisfying ending. He is the main villain of the Heir to the Empire trilogy. If you haven't read those books, highly recommend checking it out. If your only experience with Thrawn as a character is in the Ahsoka series or Rebels, you're missing out on a whole lot of depth and a whole lot more of an idea of the true type of villain that Thrawn is. He's not just the regular antagonist, he is a very layered and nuanced villain, something that we definitely don't have enough of in Star Wars. So he stands out for that reason. Um, I remember first seeing Thrawn and artwork or comics or maybe an action figure when I was young back during the late 90s, early 2000s before we had any type of Thrawn on screen. And it was just a very intimidating figure, the white outfit with the blue skin and the red eyes. Um, really cool, Love Thrawn as a character. I'm going to give him a 9.4 out of 10. I think we need more characters like him in Star Wars. I think if you take the time and read the novels and learn as much as you can about the character, you really come to appreciate the nuance that he brings to an antagonist role. So yeah, Thrawn, 9.4 out of 10, and that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button, helps out the channel a ton. Make sure you don't miss out on any of the content we got coming. And as always, may the force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.